Not too much. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I voted my first ever election today.
Oh yeah.
Not nearly as exciting as I thought, but even more exciting than I thought. Got me a sticker.
I think we're all like children still because everyone is obsessed with those pictures.
Hey, man. I tell you, the person who came with that idea to give out the stickers for people who voted, like that's the most brilliant marketing thing ever done.
I know they need to like do it for uh jury duty or some of these other things that everyone seems to hate doing.
Oh my
Get
God.
the DMV or something.
Yeah.
What everyone hates to do, start giving out stickers for it, and all of a sudden it'll become the most popular thing in the world.
Hey, I'm down. There's a lot of things I'd do for a sticker. Oh man. So, all right. So in general, I just anything you want to talk about or don't want to talk about or anything like that.
Uh, no, I mean nothing. I don't have anything that's like off limits or anything.
All right, yeah. I mean, I always ask. Everyone says, no, I can't think of anything that's whatever. But yeah, it never hurts to ask. So, um,
Absolutely.
all right, I'm gonna wing it to start, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna
All right.
grab me a drink of water so I don't get too parched. All right, dude, have fun, man. It's like the most fun shit you're gonna do like this month. Like everyone does this, like says it's like it's so fun. So relax, get your chill on, baby. No worries.
Never worried.
Never scared. All right, folks, we are here with another new, improved, and exciting episode of the DCHL Outsider Podcast. We are joined with our special guest. Who is it?
Brad Wilson.
B. Rad Wilson. So, how do we be rad? We are going to talk about Brad's two exciting overtime wins on Sunday. Only player in the league with two overtime games and two wins. So he is flying high as a kite today. So, Brad, just give us a quick little intro for those who don't have the pleasure of knowing you.
I'm Brad Wilson. Play on IPA and on the newly named Youngbloods in D3 and in D2 respectively. If you don't know me, I'm sure you know my wife, Natalie Wilson, who's all over the league. She's working her way back into full health now after rupturing her patella tendon, but she should be back more heavily this upcoming season. She just finished up her first season back with IPA and will be coming back to Youngbloods next season.
All right, so speaking of IPA, you guys had a game against the Stingrays here. So that was
Yeah,
that was an exciting game. Earlier in the season, the last time you guys played, they happened to get the best of you.
yeah,
Um,
we had their first win of the season.
First and only one, I believe.
I think it was their only win. I don't know what happened with them this year. They're the champs and they have more than enough talent on the team, though. I guess sometimes they do tend to get kind of focused on one or two of their players. Uh, and they are I think the team that everyone likes to beat. Maybe that might be the nicest way to phrase it. They're certainly the team everyone gets up for. And there are reasons why. I think everyone in that division would know.
Okay.
So maybe it's just a combination of everyone wanting to beat them and maybe just not them bringing their best to the season. But yeah, it was fun getting to. It's always fun and kind of annoying to have to play them.
Yeah,
So
well, they
um,
they might not have brought it this season, but they brought it yesterday. That was a back and forth game.
yeah, well, I mean, once the game's playoff game, that everyone's going to come as much as they can. So it was a really fun game.
So I believe were they up they're up 1-0. Were they up 2-0 or was it 1-1 at some point? Do you remember offhand?
I want to say it was probably 1-1, but I'm
Okay.
not 100% on that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we don't keep stats for playoffs, so I can't just pull open the stat sheets and figure that out. But I know Carolyn scored from the point. That was a big goal for her, and then
Yeah, that
Carlos
was a
got one.
yeah. Carlos had one in regular time. He had the winner in overtime
Yes, he
with
did.
with his ability to get a slap shot off in probably the shortest window, at least that I see. And maybe some of the guys up in D1 can get theirs off a little bit faster, but his ability to get a slap shot off with a stick all over him, it's amazing because most of these guys got to really wind up to get the power that he's able to generate off of what seemingly is no time at all.
Yeah, that was a pretty good win. You guys must have been flying high. I mean, that game went deep in overtime. There's about 2 minutes left or something along those lines.
Yeah, it
So
was
that
inside.
was not a quick one.
Yeah, it was with the 3-on-3. It's fun because you can kind of just leave your best people out there and just kind of rotate through them. So it can go fast, even with the 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a long time, but it also goes really quickly.
Well, speaking of going fast, the Youngbloods and Untouchables, they brought it. I believe that game went like 7-6, some crazy game like that. And Nick Brown scored the overtime winner very, very early in overtime there.
Well, it's just a simple turnover on the
Untouchables, yeah,
touch part, and Nick did as best he could. He seemed to be pretty much completely gassed by that point.
yeah.
As we ran out to him afterwards, he looked like he just needed to lie down.
Heartbreaking
He was
loss for
finally
myself and the
gassed.
rest of the Untouchables. But
Yeah, well,
Brad Wilson is no stranger to breaking hearts.
you do what you can. You guys won it last time too, I think, right? So I think it was
No, we have not won in a while. Jagerbombs won it last season, but you
yeah,
had actually it was a 5-4 game, and you scored a big power play goal there.
yeah.
4-4 or 5-4. You made yeah. I believe you went around the net. You pulled back out in front, and that pass hit you, and you just roofed it, and that was a huge momentum turning goal right there. That was 4-4. You made it 5-4. That's right.
Yeah. We were tied up at the time. It was a great one-on-one battle that Nick had down in the corner to win that ball
Yep.
after the face-off, and somehow I found myself alone in front of the net, and even I can finish it when I once I'm into that position.
Oh, don't sell your short. Don't sell yourself short, baby. Come on. Come on.
No, it was
You're a
that.
baller. Don't undersell it. I mean, you can undersell it for the team you play next round, but you ain't gonna fool me.
Hey, you gotta keep those expectations low, then you can meet them every time. No, that game was probably the funnest game. I've only been playing ball hockey for a couple years, but that was probably the funnest game I've been a part of.
I mean,
Uh,
I mean,
go
in terms of a day, like that's 2 overtime wins, like that's so cool.
Yeah, two overtime wins, and against both those teams. I mean, Stingrays, big rivalry team, always love to win,
Hmm.
and you guys, that's watching UT was kind of like my introduction into ball
Yeah.
hockey. Natalie played on the team at the time, and so I'd come up and just watch her, and then watch her play with UT, and
Hmm.
then eventually, after watching like a season or two, I got the bug and got dragged into it, and so that's kind of like that team. I know everyone on the team.
Yeah.
Fun to play against them because of that, and to be able to get both those victories in back-to-back games. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So speaking of sports, newer to hockey, but you don't look it. So why is that?
Uh, Probably just because I played a variety of sports growing up. So,
Especially,
well,
come on. So
soccer,
this is a leading question, Brad. Soccer. We know this.
soccer helps a lot. A lot of the same knowledge of the game, reading the game, understanding, positioning wise, and then just eye hand control, eye stick control, eye foot control, all those type of things really help. I think add into just kind of guessing where I should be at the right time.
So I believe you're a huge Arsenal fan. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep. Well, I got to correct you a little bit. Different London team, Chelsea fan.
Oh man, I was hoping to get a little rise out of you on that one. You love the Chelsea Blue.
Yes.
Mm. All right, so let's dive a little deeper into the life of Brad. Where are you from originally?
Just outside Los Angeles, Glendora, California.
Okay. And how'd you feel about that Red Sox World Series, Brad?
Uh, it was hurt. It hurt a lot. It was nice to see the Dodgers make the World Series twice in a row, especially since the last time they won it, I was 11 months old. So don't really
11
count
months old.
having seen them play in a World Series before
Was
last
that
year.
Fernando Valenzuela?
He was on the team. Yeah, it was
Was
the
on the
80.
team? Yeah, that was Fernando like Nation there.
Yeah, so that and
I got a little big. I dropped my baseball knowledge, like the four things I know.
yeah, Fernando Mania and Gibson with a
Kirk
giant home run
Gibson.
off Eckersley
Oh
and
my
came.
God, that's one of the greatest baseball moments ever. Kirk
Yeah,
Gibson pulling the ripcord.
it's something that's shown at pretty much every Dodger home game. So I think I've seen that home run about 18,000 times.
All right, so you have any other interest outside of hockey or soccer?
Sports pretty much dominates most of our lives. Natalie's finishing up her run as a commissioner of our soccer league, and other than that, we just got married about 6 months ago. So trying to enjoy the
Brad,
new.
put the squeak toy down.
Yeah, I know the dog. The dog happened to grab that just at this time, and now she's hiding.
So
Hold on,
Brad,
hold
yeah,
on.
you're just got married, doing your thing, back playing hockey. Love it, love it, love it. So we are gonna do our my favorite segment where this is a rapid fire 2 minutes, all questions on the table, answer as quickly as possible.
All right.
All right. And some of it's gonna be holiday themed because it's we're still in like the Halloween kind of week right now.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. So Bradley Wilson, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
Snickers.
Favorite costume growing up?
Skeleton.
Skeleton. Okay. What's your favorite holiday?
Thanks.
Good man. I'm a fan of Thanksgiving as well. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
That's fair. What hand do you shoot with, left or right?
Right.
What? Oh my God, these are hard. What's your favorite non-LA sports team?
Chelsea.
Hockey team.
Capitals.
Favorite non-Capitals player?
Quick.
Jonathan Quick, my man. Love it. What's your favorite drink?
Alcohol drink.
Um,
Whiskey.
you
Or
can do alcohol drink and you can do just like your favorite non-alcoholic drink as well. You're free to you freestyle on this, baby. Come on.
still bourbon. I mean,
Like bourbon, okay. What's your favorite flavor of Gatorade then?
oh, probably blue.
Oh my God, blue is not a flavor, it's a color. I don't get it. Everyone loves
Unless
everyone loves blue. It's blue's a color, not a flavor.
I don't, yeah, I don't pay attention to what it is. I look at the color. Got it. Not really, really the non-yellow. Anyone but the
Oh, yellow's so good. How many pets do you have?
one.
The dog
The
with a
dog.
chew
Yeah.
toy.
She's now frantically searching for that I've hid from her.
What is your favorite, absolute favorite food in the world?
Pizza.
What favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni.
Just pepperoni?
No, I generally get more than that, but just as a boil it down to just one, it'd be pepperoni.
All right, what's your favorite TV show?
Live sports.
Live sports. All-time favorite movie. All-time favorite sports movie.
All-time favorite sports movie.
Yes.
I love Miracle. I think it's one of
That's
the,
fair.
and that was even before I even played hockey. I thought just really well done.
Okay. That was some good answers right there. Yeah, you made it so easy because every answer like led to an instant follow-up question.
Oh, that's the goal.
Yeah. So now let me think here. You've been playing league for a little while. Who of all the teams you've been on, all the players you've met, who is your favorite player to play with? Who's your best ideal teammate?
Well, I mean, it's the one that I spend all the time with.
That does not count. No.
No, can't use that one.
You're not getting that cop out answer. No way.
Uh, well, I'll tell you the one that makes me look the best is probably playing with Taylor because makes everyone look good when you play with her.
Yeah, she is unbelievable player. She makes everyone look good. Even Joe Frew, even AJ, even Nick. Brad, you
Hey,
don't get any help looking good, baby. Woo wee.
well,
Taylor's good. Taylor's so cool too.
when I get on a team with you, so I don't have to always play against you.
Hey, dude, it kills me, man. Good player. You got the hands. You outrun me. So, you know, we gotta make it work one of these days. Maybe look a free agent sign. Maybe I'll go to IPA or something like that. We'll
Ooh,
figure something out. We gotta make it work.
don't tempt me with a good time.
But players, what are players you play against? Who is the player that you love playing against because they make you play better, they bring you to another level, and or I mean, even not that second, who's a person in the league that you really like and respect and look up to, or a person that you think is awesome? Myself
Uh,
and Suds excluded, and Natalie.
well, I haven't had to play against Natalie ever, so that's nice. Player that I respect the most out there. I
Not
don't know
on your
that.
team. Not on your
Yeah,
team.
I don't know that I have somebody that I would be able to answer that. I mean, I really like playing against, like I said earlier, UT, just because I know so many of them.
Mhm.
So that's was a fun game for me. Uh, Other than that, I mean, I don't know that I would have somebody that I feel like raises my game more
Okay.
than regularly, mainly because I have to work as hard as I possibly can in every game because I just don't have the skill to fall back on too. So it's an effort over skill for
Don't
most.
sell yourself short. We don't tolerate that here.
I think that's just an honest assessment. You know, still learning the game, so
Okay.
gotta go full out every time.
All right, then just name one awesome person. Like, give a shout out to one random person. Well, not a random person. A person you want to give a shout out to.
I'll give a shout out to Mark, your teammate. I
Mark
think it's the first
Mager.
time I played against him.
The Mager bomb.
Him and Tessa are both just recently coming back from injury, so it was fun to. I think it's the first time I've on the court against both of them at the same time. So
Yeah.
that was pretty fun and great to see that them both come back from their knee injuries and be able to make it back and play at a high level again.
I know they are awesome. So shout outs to Mark, and we'll give a little shout out to Tessa too, a little bit.
Yeah, to both of them.
Okay, Tessa has such better T-shirts than Mark. She always wears like a Ninja Turtle shirt, and it's like the best. And it's just so good. Like when you wear a Ninja Turtle shirt, you're like instantly my best friend, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes. What was your favorite '80s cartoon growing up?
What was that?
What was your favorite '80s cartoon? I was a
Favorite
big
eight?
Ninja Turtles guy. Were you like GI Joes? Were you like He-Man? What was your
Uh, I would say I remember we watched a lot of Power Rangers at my
Power
baby.
Rangers? Okay.
Quite cartoonish, but
Well, that's fair.
it's
That's fair. I mean, it's a Saturday, kind of TV show, weekly TV. Okay, you go Power Rangers. Who's your favorite Power Ranger?
ooh. I don't remember which one the lead one with
The red
the
one?
the man bun before the man bun was a thing. I can't remember what I think it was like the white one or
Oh yeah, the green one who became the white one. Yeah.
yeah, with this with this like heavy top knot that he would
Yeah.
wear.
I, I can't rock that hair. Are you gonna rock that for us on Sunday, Brad?
No, my hair's not that long, and I don't think I'll ever get it quite that long. You might
Oh,
you might be able to pull it back up there
oh
though.
yeah, it would not look good. Oh man, I don't wanna scare people looking that bad. Um, oh
Never. You won't scare anyone.
God, can't mess with this hair, baby. Man bun, no way.
You got to keep the locks flowing. That's
I
your.
know, you gotta get that flow go. So what's the big difference you've seen from the West Coast to the East Coast? Going from California to the DC area.
Oh, I mean, so I like where I grew up and what people think of like Los Angeles and California and what people think of like DC, I think the biggest thing I've noticed is that the stereotypes are true on like maybe the large scale, but
Hmm.
like everyone I know is completely different than what you think of for the stereotypes. Like I don't know like anyone that growing up, I didn't know anyone that worked in the film industry or entertainment industry. I don't really know anybody that works in politics out here. So it's like it's interesting because you get these stereotypes for these areas, and then you go and you live there and you realize that like the majority of people have nothing to do with the stereotypes of those areas.
That's interesting. I never really thought of it that way. Yeah, that's crazy. So what is the thing that, bridges the gap? What is the most, unifying thing you've seen between West Coast and East Coast? It's clearly not the music.
No. Biggest thing that bridges the gap, I mean, especially again, like with these areas, it's it's so transient that you get a nice diverse group of people. So, a lot of people aren't from here.
Yeah.
The ones that are from here, that weren't from here, or it's a nice variety of fans from people that are going to root for multiple teams or different teams, and so you kind of get a nice nice understanding of like where everyone's coming from, a nice diversity of
A lot of
culture.
different perspectives. That's a good point. I like that. I never really thought of, I didn't know. I mean, is California really, you get a lot of transplants there as well?
Yeah, certainly in like Southern California, in
Okay.
the around the where I grew up. I mean, not necessarily in my town, but in that area, a lot of people coming out for work or
Hmm.
business, and so you'll get a wide variety of fans of different teams, and kids will grow up with the local team, but then their parents are fans of another team, so sometimes you get split loyalties there.
Okay. How far away were you from the Hollywood sign?
Uh, Probably like 40 miles, 30 miles away.
Okay, so it's not insanely far. California's a big place, and I know very little about that geography. I mean, I still don't know Virginia geography or Maryland's either, for that fact. So yeah, it's always a little tricky for me. So okay. Have you ever met a movie star?
No,
No.
no.
Okay. That's fair. That's curious. You never know. You could be
Yeah,
meet
I
famous people. Never know.
no. It's like it's kind of like I had LA is the same idea as I have DC. Like I got to have a reason to go there.
Okay.
Definitely not hanging out.
Yeah, the trek to DC is a nightmare, and parking is a nightmare, and all that.
I generally a game or something. The only reason why I'm heading into DC, and same thing for back in California. The only time I'm heading into actual LA is go to a game or a specific reason. Otherwise,
Okay.
you're just
So, of all the monuments, okay, so you've been in California, you've been in DC. What's your favorite monument and why?
uh I haven't been to the top of the Washington Monument. And I really would love to do that. So I don't think that's my favorite, but it's certainly the only one that I feel like I still have any interest in.
Okay. Yeah, that's was it just stairs all the way up?
You take an elevator.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not familiar with this. I'm asking.
I Like I said, I haven't been to it,
Okay, well,
but
well,
I think an elevator to the top.
yes, I would not want to be doing those stairs. So elevator wouldn't be bad. That'd be cool. I never really researched that, so that's interesting. So, all right, Brad, do you have any final thoughts or anything along those lines?
Well, my final thing is I have to give a shout out to Natalie. It was her birthday yesterday,
Happy
and
birthday, Natalie, 11-5.
right, she celebrated with her friends in San Antonio, and then her
Oh wait, wait,
flight got.
she's not here. Oh, no, I'm rescinding that happy birthday. She gets it when she's in Virginia proper.
Well, she would have been in Virginia proper, but her flights got all screwed up, and instead of
Ah,
today, she's flying all day tomorrow.
That's
So
unfortunate, but hopefully she had a good weekend and wasn't
no,
too crazy.
I think she had a great time.
Yeah.
Uh, so anytime you get to spend a few days with a bunch of your friends, it's always going to be fun.
Yeah, but you're not around Brad though. That's a huge sacrifice to make, and that's not one I'm willing to make.
Well, we all have our crosses to bear.
All right, man. Any other parting words of wisdom, thoughts, insights, anything?
Oh, I don't know that I had many insights for it. Nope, nothing else. I'm just excited for next weekend. I feel like we've set the bar pretty high for my playoff hockey experiences, and now we can probably only go downhill, but we'll do our best to
Hey.
to maintain that momentum into next Sunday.
All right. Well, for those who are interested, Brad will be playing for IPA at 12:55 against the number one seed Goonies, and he will be playing for the Youngbloods against the Yager Bombs at 4:35. You can check out Brad's games on Facebook Live. We did that. We streamed the games, and we'll be try to stream the rest of the playoffs. So, thanks for watching the streams. Check out Brad. Sweet goal, breaking Untouchables' hearts like he always does. And thanks for everything that people do to support DCHL leagues, whether it's the streaming, listen to the podcast, all this awesome stuff. We appreciate it so much, and I love having guests and talking to people and getting to know people on a more personal level. So Brad, thanks for all this. It was a blast, and we got to have you on again, maybe with Natalie.
Yeah, absolutely. And I second that. The streams are great, and it's great that people are helping out while you and some of the other mainstays are down there doing the reffing. So it was a
Yeah,
lot of fun that you guys were able to get those games streamed this last weekend, and I'm looking forward to watching the streams
yeah.
again next.
Oh, actually, I got a shout out to give right here. Is we had Eric had to get ready for his game. Eric was streaming the Untouchables Youngbloods game, and he had to go. So Amit Mystery and Brett Snyder just took over the stream for a little bit. They did an unbelievable job.
I uh,
Unbelievable
I
job.
I
It
went
broke
back
my heart to watch that stream, but man, they did a great job.
I went back and watched it, and I thought same thing. They did a great job, especially the early difficulties that they had with that game with getting the screen rotated correctly.
Yeah.
So once we were able to figure all that out, I definitely thought they did a great job there at the tail end of stepping in and giving some nice insight.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more thought to it than we were giving to the game, but all in all, it was a good stream.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there you go. If anyone else is interested in streaming, let us know. I mean, we're trying to do every playoff game this season, which would be a Herculean feat. I think we can do it. So, if anyone else wants to get in on it, cool. We're gonna have a special guest. I'm gonna announce it right now. We're having a special guest for one of our streams. I am excited, super pumped. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, I'll give you a hint, maybe on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. We'll let you guys know. But special guests for at least one of the streams. If you want to get on us, you want to be a special guest, do it. Let us know. But Brad, man, I just keep stalling. I don't want to say goodbye, but you know, I got 4 or 5 more days until I get to see you again, rocking it at the Sportsplex. So, man, until then, have a great week.
You do the same.
All right, that was our awesome interview with Brad Wilson. Thanks again, Brad, for taking the time out of your day to join the DCHL Outsider podcast. It was truly a blast. So we are going to jump right into it right now. So right now, for the moment, we will stop our RHL coverage. We do not need to do it anymore as we've got Suds doing the DCHL RHL podcast. So good luck to that. Let them hopefully do well. And I mean, we know that DCHL Outsider Podcast is better than whatever Suds is going to do. That's a given. Let him know that in the comments. Let him know that we are the best podcast DCHL leagues related. Just saying. Rivalry. So we're going to jump right to the exciting MDHL Spooktacular, if I must say so myself. So we are going right into it. Awesome Halloween costumes. Like, oh my god. So I did not think that people were going to really care or dress up or anything like that. And it was so cool. It was so awesome to have everyone dressed up and do their thing. It was really cool. So Our winners, and we had a bunch of people dress up. Check it out on the Facebook page. Awesome. Our three winners we had were Andra Witt for Gwendolyn Black Knights, Kevin Shea playing for the Wu Tang Clan and the Green Monkeys, I believe, that night, and Jason Maxstein playing for Blue Steel. So many great costumes. Check them out. Um, Everyone was so cool dressing up. It was just I don't know. I thought it was a dumb idea. I mean, I loved it, but I thought everyone else was going to think it was a dumb idea. And the fact that people did was so cool. And God, DCHL leagues is so cool. It's like the greatest hockey league ever. And oh, it's so cool. So Halloween costumes aside, we're gonna go right to the in-game action right now. So 7 o'clock game, we had Ugly Pucklings versus the Blade Runners right now. Blade Runners got an early goal from Adam Marcus, but Matty Rooney, Sam Brinker, and Patrick Esdell, excuse me, hashtags are killing us here. They all scored 3-1 Pucklings. Patrick Noyes scored at the end 3-2. Blade Runners had some quality chances at the end, but Pucklings fought it off right there, and Pucklings are trending upward right now as we're approaching playoffs. So this is something to watch in the D2 division. Pucklings, rough start, and that's what happened last season with the Pucklings. Rough start, figured it out towards the end, and good things happen towards the end when you're heating up. So after that, we had Green Monkeys, Blue Steel. Green Monkeys had hat trick from Bill Weeks. That was good on his part. Kevin Shea and Meg Noyes with 3 assists each. So a lot of production from them right there. Blue Steel unable to repeat last week where Blue Steel won 5-0. So Blue Steel wins one week. Next week, Green Monkeys drop the bomb. So a lot of competitive games here. I mean, obviously the games are so competitive. A lot of swing one week to the next. So D2's looking really good right now. Yeah, Green Monkeys big win right there. They're gonna hold on to first place in that tight D2 division right now. So 2 games left right now. Can Blue Steel catch Green Monkeys for the first overall seed? We will see. But beyond that, we're positioning for playoffs, and this is going to be a division to watch. So we had a Wu-Tang Islanders game right now. 5-4 game, the Wu-Tang Clan. This was a close game. We had John had 2 for Wu, Matt Kelly goal and 3 assists, big numbers for him that day. Kevin Shea goal and assist, Lindsay Migliore goal and assist. But Islanders got 2 from Matt, goal and 2 assists from Nick. Aubrey Keach 2 assists. It was a strong game. Kevin Foley subbed in for Islanders and scored. This was a very close game, and Islanders are trending upward, and Wu-Tang is not looking unbeatable. Their last few games have been, it was a 5-4 win. Previous week was a 2-2 tie. Puck Mafia, I think, has them figured out, and it looks like Islanders are getting towards that. So I'm not ready to crown Wu-Tang the champions yet, and I do not think these other teams in rec are going to give them a pass. So speaking of other teams in rec, we had the Gwendolyn Black Knights versus Puck Mafia playing this game right here. I would be lying to you if I didn't say Dustin Clip for the Black Knights played the DCHL game of his life. Hat trick for Dustin. Kind of strange because he generally plays defense a lot, so him dropping a hat trick means he played out of his mind. Great shots, great effort on his third goal, great effort on all the goals, and that was definitely a breakout game for him. So I'm excited to see how he responds and follows this up moving forward. But that's a game that is definitely going to catch people's eyes. So great game on his part, and Gwendolyn Knights are, I believe, second place in this rec division right now. Third, excuse me. Lucky Pucks hip hopped ahead of them. So Gwendolyn right now playing good. If Dustin heats up from the point right there, that could be a huge goal in playoffs at any point. That might be just enough to get the Black Knights towards the finish line right now. So we're definitely seeing a lot of these rec teams really start to improve their game, figure it out. I mean, towards the end of the season, you're going to develop more chemistry, and this is what we're seeing. You get a standout performance here or there, but in general, it's a lot of different players scoring, and if you can rely on any different player on any given day, you can't plan against a team that has 4 or 5 scorers, and we're starting to see that on all these teams. So I'm pumped for Rec, and I'm excited to see how this season finishes out. Our 1D1 game of the week was TNT versus the Crease Crashers. This was definitely not what we expected when we saw TNT Crease Crashers on this docket. So TNT, generally very offensive team. Crease Crashers plays more of a defensive game. Crease Crashers 32 shots, TNT only 15. This was a 0-0 tie, and this is Crease Crashers hockey, but the way TNT has been this season, 8 games played, 4 goals against. Okay, and of those 4 goals, keep in mind, 2 of them, um, 2 of them were Barbarians, so not bad. Barbarians still bringing the offensive power. 2 from Barbarians, 1 from Blue Steel in one of the crossover games, 1 from Crease Crashers. In between are 4 shutouts. So Mike K definitely playing out of his mind. Not only that, the defense has been unbelievable. So, God, TNT. I don't want to say they're the favorite right now, but TNT has to be the favorite of all the teams in MDHL right now in terms of making a championship run. God, 4 goals against is unbelievable. That might be the lowest. I mean, barring something crazy in the last few weeks, could this be the lowest goals against in a Wednesday or even anywhere in DCHL League's history? 4 goals against is unbelievable. So, that is what it is. We're going to jump right into I'm going to do my best here for the DCHL Sunday playoff action. We don't keep stats for playoffs, so I got to wing it based on what we saw and based on the streams. Okay, we streamed every game on Sunday. That was unbelievable. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty between in the Funk game, in the Funk All Black game. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty in the Youngbloods Untouchables game. We made it work. Oh my God, everyone who streamed was awesome. Claude, Jess, not Adam Marcus, who was not there, but Adam will be here next Sunday. Gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a special guest for one of the games. Gonna give you a little bit of tease later on, but I'm pumped. Major hype. Gonna do it. So, all right, Midnight Riders get a 3-1 win from Slashing Pumpkins. Chris Zupa scored on a breakaway, 3rd goal of the game. Great roof on that one. Let it rip. Aubrey Keach got the 1st goal. It was a shot from Tabby that hit Aubrey and went in, so I don't know if he deserves credit. Aubrey's a great guy, but I think Tabby earned that goal a little bit more than he did. And Austin scored in between Chris and Aubrey. So that was a 3-0 Midnight Riders. Pumpkins got 1 goal towards the end. They were rallying hard towards the end. They just were unable to finish. It was a great game of net by Chris Figs. Calling him Figs from now on. He was giving us some credit on the stream. Said, hey, call me Figs. Good. We got way too many Chris goalies here. It works awesome. Huge game for him. And, that's it's really all you can say right there. Midnight Riders advance. Very, very exciting. And, we'll see what happens. Midnight Riders go next week against the Gwendolyn Blue Knights, excuse me. So it'll be a good game. So shout outs to both teams. Midnight Riders, we'll see you next week. We had Hockey Dead versus Lucky Sevens. This game was, it was 5-1, but this game was unbelievably close. Hockey Dad had 3 breakaways, I believe 2 or 3 breakaways. They scored on all of them. And Lucky Sevens had about 3 breakaways, and Dennis came up huge for Hockey Dad. Both teams played amazing. It was a great game to watch, and I'm excited to see Hockey Dad as they play the first ladies next week. And Lucky Sevens, this was a really good season for them, and I want to see what they can do next season. I think the chemistry is going to be there. They're going to be on the same page to start, and we'll see what happens. So that's exciting. We had Crazy Eights High Rollers. This was hyped to be an amazing game, and it was. The big difference this game, Aaron Brown had 4 goals for Crazy Eights. He went off, and that was the difference. High Rollers played great. I think the Crazy Eights defense did a really good job contesting every shot by Brian and Dimitri, not giving them any space at all. And while they started to figure it out and change up a bit towards the end, they were definitely handicapped at the start, and that led to the Crazy Eights getting a big lead. So we had Street Sharks against First Ladies Rec. Street Sharks missing players, and that is kind of what did them in. So I'm not going to get too much into that, but First Ladies got the win. Sharks, they're going to be going through a rebuild next season, so I'm interested to see what direction this team is taking. So congratulations, First Ladies, and hopefully the Sharks find some key pieces to get going right there. We had Stick Magnets Shangri-La. This was a 5-1 Stick Magnets game. The team played very well. I don't remember who scored, but Stick Magnets had a repeat of last week, and they will be moving forward. They will play the Gwendolyn team next week, the Gwendolyn Arabian Knights. We had now after those games. Now we're bringing it right now. We were saving our overtime games for later on. We had IPA Stingrays. Stingrays had a first goal, Ken Alvarado. I believe Carolyn scored the second one on a power play goal from the point. Stingray's second goal, not sure who scored it, forget. Carlos Cruz with about a minute left, tied it up for IPA, pulled goalie extra attacker, I believe. And then Carlos in overtime, in the 3-on-3 overtime, was able to get the goal with about 2.5 minutes remaining, I believe, to push IPA, give them the win, shoutouts galore, and IPA will have won themselves the privilege of playing the undefeated Goonies next week in the playoffs. But, Brad seemed pumped. I think IPA's got a decent chance at this one. I would not sleep on IPA right now. They are giant killers, and they might take down the biggest giant of all in DCHL leagues next week. So, after that game, we had Untouchables Youngbloods. It was a 6-5 game, I believe. In the interview with Brad, I said 7-6. So it was a 6-5 game, went back and forth. It was crazy. This was a game of bounces and lucky plays, and it was unbelievable. Watch this. If you're gonna watch a stream, this is one of the ones to watch. This was unbelievable hockey. This was great. Disappointed with the way it ended, but I got a little bias there. Nick Brown, huge goal. Patrick Noyes, huge goal to tie it up in the remaining minutes. This was an edge of your seat game. This is, I would rather play this game a billion times and lose every time than play a blowout game. These are the unbelievably fun, amazing hockey games you get to play in. So watch that stream. Eric did part of it, and then Amit and Brett did the rest of it. They did an amazing job calling that game. So shout outs to them. We had Funk Masters taking on All Blacks. Funk's brought it. All Blacks mystical players had a goalie sub in Roderick, and Funk just were able to capitalize on that. And Funk will advance the next round. So D1 action, we had Mercury Rising Redcoats. This might be a game of the week right here. This was, oh my gosh, what an unbelievable game. Great, amazing hockey played by both teams. First goal was Meg Fontaine for Mercury Rising, but after that, it was. I can't even say Redcoats brought. Both teams brought it. It was such a well played game by both sides. Redcoats able to tie it up. Joe Shea goal in the slot, and then in overtime with about a minute remaining, Joe Shea scores again in the slot. Lucky bounce at both times, able to get there, and Redcoats will advance. Play the Puck Buddies in the semis, and that'll be another interesting game. And final game of the night, we had White Walkers take down Lizards 7-4. This was a huge game by Boris. He really brought this game, set the tempo for Walkers, and he did a very good job kind of calming the team down, getting them an early lead so they can play with some confidence, and that went a long way. So Walkers will advance and play Puck U in the D1 semis as well. So that's what we have right now. So nice and quick recap right there. Okay, so quick little housekeeping right now. We are going to be doing a player. We're working on the new player waiver, so it's going to incorporate, streaming. We're gonna, to mention your name on streams, on podcasts, use your picture on Facebook pages or any other stuff. It's one of those things you kind of just got to do. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna add a couple extra things, make sure that's all good. Just remember, guys, the stream, guys and girls, the stream is for watching and fun and this and that. You can go back and, watch and say, oh, this was a bad call, this person missed this, or hey, this was this, or hey, this person was actually offsides and it was missed. hockey's a game that involves humans. There's going to be human error every now and then. The stream's for fun and enjoyment. If you're looking to go to the stream to, try to complain about a call or whatever, you're probably just wasting your time at the end of the day. Um, the refs do the best they can. Everyone tries, and there's going to be hiccups. Players make mistakes, goalies make mistakes, refs will make mistakes. Um, when I'm streaming, I assure you I will make a lot of mistakes, but that's okay. We do it for fun and this and that, so hopefully you enjoy the stream and you share it with your friends. And major props to everyone who was doing the stream. We made it work. It was unbelievable. We're going to do it again next week. If you want to get in on it, shoot Joe Shea a message, shoot Suds a message, let the league know. We would love to have more people on stream. Everyone who does it wants to do it again, so try it out. You just try it out. Even if you think you're bad at it, you're probably a lot better than you think. So do it. It's going to be fun and awesome, and we want you to stream with us. And we did DCHL Picture Day, so we got a bunch of teams' pictures on Facebook. Awesome. We're trying to do that again. We're going to try to do more in the social media stuff. Thanks for all this, everyone. I say it every week. Thanks for all the support. People listen to the podcast. People love the streams, comment, share with their friends and their family. It's so cool. It really is. It's God, it's the best. So thanks for everyone for sharing and doing awesome stuff. And on that note, let's have some more exciting DCHL playoffs. We're gonna be pumped, and hopefully we will see you there. And even if your team wins or loses, or you're not going to tie, but if you win or lose, hopefully you had a great time and you love the league and support all the other teams, because we all need a little support here and there. So shout outs to everyone. Everyone's getting a shout out right now. So, all right, have a good one.